Welcome back to Lipstick University. Class is officially in session. I think this is episode 6, but honestly, who's counting? Let's get into this pink eyeliner experiment featuring our lovely test subject Dana. First things first, we're prepping the skin with the Tatcha Silk Serum. We have to moisturize before we manipulate any formulas, okay? This isn't 2010. We don't do crusty foundations in this laboratory. Now moving on, as you can clearly see, I'm using this massive e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Like, this thing could double as lab equipment. We're using it to create that nice tacky base perfect for makeup longevity and flawless foundation reactions. Don't just smear it around like lotions, okay? Push it into the skin like you mean it. Let the formula grip you back. That's how you know it's working. After your wet primers have had a moment to dry down because, hello, patience is a lab requirement, go ahead and apply your favorite blurring primer. Target those fine lines and pores like you're shrinking them under a microscope. We love a smooth, airbrushed surface for our experiments. Now to kick off the foundation party, I'm reaching for the old faithful. The one that survived every lab explosion. Maybelline Fit Me in shade 330 Toffee. A true holy grail. Affordable, reliable, and serving shade range like it's on a mission. If you're a makeup artist looking for a budget-friendly formula with major versatility, this is your girl. Now, just to be a little extra, because why not? I've started using 2 foundations. We're running a double formula experiment today. The darker foundation, strategically applied around the perimeter, is by ByMario in shade 22C. Think of it as your contour's cooler, more refined cousin. And of course, we have to blend this all together. Then, to really sculpt and add that face card dimension, we are pulling out the black opal foundation stick in shade Snatched Sepia, a classic in the lab, reliable, blendable, and guaranteed to give you that naturally snatched reaction under any lighting conditions. I know it looks like I'm being a little rough on my model, but relax. There are no injuries in the lab. It's just the speed of science, baby. Precision and pressure. Now we're taking the same product and moving into nose sculpting mode. I'm switching to a smaller brush for maximum precision, because in this lab, every contour is a controlled experiment. One wrong move and we're studying geometry instead of GLAM. Oh, and don't forget to blend that very well. Quick little disclaimer, class. We were actually on TikTok live while filming this tutorial, so if you see me talking to random angles or answering invisible people, mind your business. It's just the live lab crew chiming in. Now, back to the formula. Now, girly pops, we're going in with a pink blush. The Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil by ByMario in the shade Perfect Pink. And listen, I love, love, love this blush. The texture, soft, creamy, dreamy, the finish, cheeks on cloud 9. It's also totally buildable, so you can start off sheer and innocent. and then slowly increase the dosage until you reach your desired pink cheek reaction. A very controlled experiment, of course. To conceal the face, we're starting with the Mario Awakening Concealer in shade 420 just to lift everything. And then we're adding a touch of 2402 Really Brighten, like lighthouse level brightening. And honestly, shout out to Mario. At this point, we're basically running half this lab on their products. Maybe one day they'll add Lipstick University to the PR list, you know, strictly for scientific research purposes. Alright girls, goggles on, it's time to set the specimen. Remember, all wet products must be dried down to prevent movement. This is a controlled environment, not a slip and slide. And since we're already serving pink fantasy, why wouldn't we set with a pink powder? Side note, I am personally obsessed with this new colored setting powder trend. The girls are innovating. The lab approves. So go ahead and grab your one-size setting powder in ultra pink, and if you're really feeling like a rebel scientist today, we can take the experiment further by adding a little Huda Beauty setting powder in You Birthday Cake. Because why stop at one controlled reaction when you can create a whole chemical phenomena? Keep up, girls. We're pressing the setting powder in, so it really melts into the skin and locks onto the products. A little science moment. You know, powder bonding in action. And while we're doing that, we're brushing off the extra because she's not a donut, even though a light dusting would be cute. But no glaze today, just smooth set perfection. Spray like you've never sprayed before. This Morph Continuous Mist does exactly what the name says, it just keeps going. It's giving unlimited fog machine in the GLAM lab. I love using it to help absorb any leftover powders and bring a little moisture back into the skin. Think of it as a refreshing mist. Alright class, please turn your textbooks to chapter 4. Brows, the backbone of the face. We are starting by mapping her brows with the Nika K brow pencil in chocolate. A classic, a staple, reliable lab tool, but I'm switching it up and reaching for the shade Toasty from the Made by Mitchell Essentials color case. I know you've seen this Made by Mitchell color case all over TikTok, and please believe the hype. I've been using Mitchell's products for years, and let me tell you, he is putting the fun back into makeup. Truly an innovator in the GLAM lab. Like Jeffree Star has been carrying for a long time, we can all agree, but it's time for other brands to step up. And Mitchell? Yeah, he's stepping, running, leaping into the chat. To fill in her brows, I'm using Color Toasty in this color case. To clean the brows and highlight that brow bone, we're grabbing our Mario concealer again in shade 420, back to our trusted formula. I like to use a little paintbrush action for this step, truly an artistic moment. And as you can see, the flatter and wider the brush, the closer you get to that perfectly carved, lab-approved brow. Precision tools make precision results. I'm also adding a little of that concealer to the eyelids to create a nice, smooth eyeshadow base. Blend it out so it's full coverage, smooth, and ready to receive eyeshadow like a willing volunteer in the lab. We want an even surface for maximum color impact. Make sure you set that concealer with powder, girls. Don't play. A little powder now saves a whole lot of creasing later. And don't forget the dust off. Alright class, goggles off for just a second. We've officially completed the complexion phase of today's experiment. Skin, snatched, brows, stabilized, under eyes, fully secured and crease resistant. Now I know what you're all thinking. Professor, when do we get to the fun stuff? And trust me, I hear you buzzing. So for this next chapter, I'm bringing in one of the best in the lab. She specializes in pigments, playtime, and controlled chaos. Please welcome our head of chromatic research and vibrant
Hello,
affairs.
class! Yes, our favorite color chemist has officially entered the chat. Please hold your applause. Actually, never mind. Go ahead and clap. Don't make attention. I'm here to guide you through the fun part. The eyes, the color, the sparkle. Basically everything he claims gives him a headache.
Now don't get too excited. She only shows up when the colors are loud enough.
Correct. Now go, Professor. It's my time to shine. Now that Hay's gone, go ahead and grab your Better Than Chocolate eyeshadow palette by Too Faced. We're starting with the shade. Cake My Day is such a cute name to create our soft brown transition shade. This is what gives you that blend, that warmth. As you can see, the crease of her eyes now has that soft, warm brown shade, just enough definition to make everything blend like butter. This is our seamless transition, our little gradient moment. Now to take things up a notch, because we don't do boring in this department, we're going in with brownie points all over the lid. This is going to deepen the look and give us that rich chocolatey base before we start the pink magic. To add a little smoked drama, because my middle name is Drama, I'm adding that same color to the bottom ash line. Now listen, we could just do black liner and call it a day, but why would we? Especially now that 2016 makeup is making a comeback, which, by the way, is a great thing. More color, more drama, more fun looks for the lab to play with. So let's embrace the moment. Grab your Electrics Color Case by May by Mitchell and dip into your favorite shade. We went straight for Intimated, the hottest pink in the palette, and let me tell you, we did not come to play. We delivered full pigment power. Grab your favorite angled brush or skinny liner brush and create. Make it a wing or not. The brush is under your control and you make the rules in the lab. For this look, we decided to add the same shade to her waterline to make it more intense and perfectly vibrant. Okay, dolls. Now that our pink liner is popping... Wait, hold on. Did we forget blush? Oh lord, not me. About to call the complexion department for backup. Should we bring Professor Snatch back in? Actually, never mind. Scratch that. I got this. I mean, I am the head of chromatic research. If there's one thing I can handle, it's adding a little color back into the face. Use a soft but smaller fluffy blush to pack in the color. For this look, we're using Julia's Place Volume 4 and Julia's Bronzer in Deep. And if you catch my model on her phone, don't worry, she's just sneaking a peek at the makeup. Honestly, that's my favorite part. When they start checking themselves before we're even done. Yeah, that's how you know the look is working. I know you see that smirk of satisfaction. After bronzing the nose and getting it to absolute perfection, we're adding a little razzle-dazzle, just a touch of highlight right down the bridge. Subtle shimmer, major impact. Phew! Sigh of relief, y'all. We successfully pulled off the blush bronzer and a little glow without calling the complexion department for backup. Proud of us now. Back to the fun stuff. Lips! Fun fact, studies done right here in the Lipstick University lab show that a good lip liner increases confidence by at least 97%. And a good lip combo. Yeah, it's basically a personality trait. So we're going in with the Morph lip liner in the shade Broly to start building ours. And now for the lip drama. We're grabbing the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the shade Flaunt It because obviously we're here to be seen. After applying it, I like to blend the lip liner into the lipstick with a small makeup brush. It gives you that seamless blend and a soft, pouty lip. Because being extra is basically a requirement in this lab. We added a light pink ombre by tapping a super pigmented, almost white pink gloss from MAC right in the center of the lips. Instant dimension. Instant cuteness. To make sure the lips were perfectly defined, I went back in with a brown eyeshadow from the Better Than Chocolate palette, the same one we used on the eyes. Just a tiny bit right over the lip liner to sharpen everything up. It ties the whole look together and keeps the lip combo looking intentional, not accidental. And for the final slippery topper, we went in with Fenty Beauty's very own Glass Slipper Gloss to Shine. Is unreal. One of my favorite things to add to an experiment is something that always makes a difference is freckles or beauty marks. Whatever you call them, they're beautiful and they bring the whole face to life. I'm using the NYX eyeliner pen to create those little moments today. Now to seal the deal, we're locking everything in with setting spray. I'm using the One Size On Till Dawn sunscreen setting spray. And just like that, we've completed the look. I hope you enjoyed today's little adventure in the Lipstick Laboratory. For more looks, make sure you subscribe to the channel and follow us on social media at Lipstick Laboratory. Thank you so much for watching. Class dismissed. Wait a minute, he's still gone, right? Perfect, let's do something extra while the head professor isn't here. If you want to learn how to take this look from this to this, go ahead and keep watching. Part 2 is about to be real cute.
Let me tap that dog. Let me tap that dog.
Now, using a little eyelash glue, I'm marking tiny spots wherever I want my gems to sit. Think of it like mapping out constellations. But cuter once those points are down, I'm taking my wax pencil and placing each gem right where it belongs to amplify the look even more. And by the way, you can grab all kinds of different gems right on Amazon shapes. Colors, sizes, whatever your spirit is calling for. And there we have it, the finished look, gems and all. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here in the Lipstick Laboratory. I hope you loved this extra little bonus moment as much as I did. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tutorials, more experiments, and more glam sessions. And of course, follow us on all social platforms at Lipstick Laboratory for updates, behind the scenes, and daily beauty inspiration. Thank you again for watching. Class is officially dismissed. Until next time, stay cute, stay creative, and stay in the lab.